Montessori on Wheels is, a community-based program where we try to essentially bring education in a different design than it would normally be delivered.
Something very radical and different than what our children typically see in a public education system.
What do we do with this great gift that is Montessori that only so few people actually have access to it? How do we fix that?
In a bus.
Yeah, in a bus on wheels, and just that environment that kids are, going to experience something new, and they're like, this isn't the classroom.
Every time the bus shows up to a school, it's an opportunity for a group of kids to dream and play.
I see their excitement to just be in the bus and get to learn in new ways.
It's an opportunity for parents to rekindle about the future they envision for their children.
Treating children as independent, contributing members of society is really powerful. And it transforms your role as a parent to respect your child in a way that you didn't before. And it brought the joy to parenting.
It's even an opportunity for those teachers and leaders in schools to say, can we do this differently? How can we maybe capture this moment and experience and think and design something very different?
We know that if you don't have literacy, you cannot have transferable skills in mathematics, in social sciences, in STEM projects. You have to have literacy, and that's where it starts.
Before schools existed in indigenous cultures in Africa, we had ways in which we have always learned. Our elders knew that they had this responsibility to teach the young ones as they become part of an ecosystem community, this idea of unu or ubuntu.
I think we've forgotten as a society the power of community, and we've looked at school as the place where learning takes place. And that's one place where learning can happen, but it's certainly not the only place.
The village is a practice. So if we're able to tap into that practice within our urban settings, taking ownership of our communities.
It's a safe place. It's a place where everyone can be themselves. It's a place where they can ask questions, where they can be vulnerable, and a place that is fluid enough in its design that it can constantly evolve and change depending on who we're working with that day.
A lot of Latino parents would get in the bus and I would tell them how to use the material to teach their kids, and I love seeing that they just got it, and you can tell that they love being able to teach their children.
The key is actually, trying to build authentic relationships with those students, with those parents, and with those teachers who are in those communities.
I go into their neighborhood, into their community, where they have more power, where they really have more strong presence. Then they're able to share their child with us and also be part of that co-creation.
Yes, it's like, it's a heartbeat. That's why we love the heart on our bus, because it really brings love to the community. We're kind of flipping education on its head, and I think it's something that needs to happen so that we can really be equitable with every kid.
Think of one word when the parents and kids are on the bus, it's joy.
They are learning anywhere, anytime on wheels.